Hey. So, hi, and basically this is a video about what to expect when you tell your GP that you know you think you've got an eating disorder, or you do, or you know. Before I start, I'm not nervous. I'm trying to word things properly, and I'm sorry if I look a bit weird at the minute. I just came in from school, well, college, and also I just decided to say this before I actually start making videos and do this on a regular basis. But if you know us, and if you don't like us, just stop watching the video now, because there's really no point in watching it and you're not gonna like achieve anything. Also, if you know us and you do like us, or if you're friends, or just whatever, you can either stop watching now, or tell us in real life that you've watched it. A lot of people say don't let us know that you've watched it, but I think the opposite approach, if someone came up to us and said, look Fran, I see your videos, I watch them all the time, I'd be, okay, well, you know, now you know, so I'm rambling, I'm sorry. Okay, let's start the proper video now. Okay, so the first thing to expect when you go to GP is, well, the first thing you should do when you go to GP is book a double appointment, because it's going to take quite a long time to explain. Normal appointments are like 10 minutes, so if you think you need more than 10 minutes, just ask for a double appointment. That's what I done. And it actually did take longer than 10 minutes, so I'm proud of it. The other thing, well, not the other thing, okay, so you're sitting outside in the waiting room and you're really nervous, and this is my point of view, like, I don't know about other people might be like, oh well, it's just the GP, but this was like, this was really scary for me. Sorry, there was like people outside and I thought it was like my parents. So it was a really scary step for me. So my name got called out and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like that was my name. And I started freaking out, and I walked in and I was like, hi, like really like quiet and high pitched, because that's what I do when I get scared, I kind of squeak. So I squeaked a little high, and he was like, hey, but he was Irish. And okay, so confession, I have like a thing for Irish people. It's not a thing for Irish people, because you know, obviously you do get ugly Irish people, but if there's someone in the Irish, I'm like, oh my god, I love your accent. So my doctor was Irish, so I was instantly like, oh, thank god he's Irish. And then so I told him I was nervous, and he was like, well, okay, well, why did you come here? And I was like, well, I've got eating issues. And he was like, well, can you explain them? And rather than just saying, you know, I do this, I do this, I do this, I said, well, I wrote a letter to a lady the other day, and I'd rather explain it this way, just because it doesn't feel so blunt and stuff. So, you know, I told him what I'd said in the letter, which was basically I'm having eating issues, and you know, this happens every day, and blah blah blah. And he said okay, and he asked a few questions about me, and I started getting comfortable. That was my belly, if you heard it. He weighed us, and you know, said, you look healthy, you've got quite an average weight, but what you're doing isn't healthy, so I'm going to refer you to another person, like a psychiatrist, or I don't know what they are. They're like a thing for young people with like mental health problems, but they can't deal with all mental health problems, so I think you go to them and then you refer to someone else. Anyway, and so he said he was going to refer us. He gave us like sheets of paper saying, how do I know if I have an eating disorder, what types are there, and like I've read loads of stuff like that countless times, but this one was actually helpful because it had like say, how many times a week do you think of food, and 1 being not very much and 5 being a lot, and then at the end it said something like, the higher you score, the more you should get help, and I think you could get 30 or something, and I scored 27. So that was quite helpful to know, and like I could bring that back on my next appointment. Sorry, I've got an itchy. Ow! Okay, for some reason my ear's been hurting, like here, and it's all red. Can you see it? It's all red. Ow. Okay, I'm rambling. Where was I? Right. So I done that, and it was fine. It was really fine. I mean, obviously you're gonna be nervous about telling everyone, like, well, it's not everyone, but telling a person, you know, awkward things about what you do. Like it was awkward telling my boyfriend, never mind telling someone I'd never met before. But I got comfortable. This is a tip I'm going to give you though. Everyone said, why are you going to see a man? Why don't you go and see a woman? Because they said basically men might be insensitive and not care, whereas a woman goes through stuff like that. Well, no, that sounds wrong, because like boys do get eating disorders too, but you know, the statistics are mostly, you know, middle class women, so women think about their weight more, and basically, yeah, I filled that description if you haven't guessed. And okay, but in real life I feel more comfortable talking to my boyfriend. And I do have a lot of female friends, but I actually feel more comfortable around boys. So I thought, well, I'd rather talk to a boy. I've got smudgy here. So that is why I went to see a man. If you feel more comfortable talking to a woman, then, you know, go and see a woman, but I'm just saying my experience was that in real life I am comfortable talking to men, and I've seen a man. Sometimes I feel as though going to see someone who may or may or not have been through something like that before. Like, if you go see a man, there's very little chances that he's going to understand, but he'll try to help. Or he might understand, but there's little chance that he's been through it. And I feel as though women, sometimes, it depends what women you get. Basically, like, sorry if you're a doctor, but doctors are in two categories, and there's the ones who care about their jobs really lots, and you know, they're like, okay, I'm not really gonna listen to you, I'm not really gonna care, I'm just doing my job, you know, what's up, do it now, hurry. And then there's the ones which are really sympathetic and caring and nice and happy. And if you've got a woman like this one, you'd be like, well, you don't care about me, so why should I tell you like all of this? And this one would be like, okay, shut up, I don't need your sob story and stuff like that. Yeah. I've totally got off topic there. Sorry, I guess I'll try harder in the next video. I don't even know how long this went on for, but it's like a big ramble. I'm really sorry. I know I ramble a lot. Okay. So I'd like you to comment or messages. Everyone always says comment, rate, subscribe, but you know, YouTube doesn't have that rate thing on apart from like, and I'm not bothered about that. And I don't care if you favourite it or not. I'm particular with favouriting videos, so you can be too. And I'm not asking you to just subscribe to us just because I've put up one video. If you like the other ones what I'm going to do, then fine, but just comment and tell us, because I like comments better than anything. Okay, so hope this wasn't too dreadful, and there'll be a new video up eventually. Peace.